Well, welcome back. France have now advanced into the semi-final of the UEFA Nations League A. First and foremost, I think France deserve to win this game, and I think they are unlucky not to have sealed the game over the course of 90 minutes, and they dragged it into their penalty shootout. But that is not to undermine the efforts of Croatia, because defensively they were disciplined, and that really put them in that game till the extra time, and till they drag that game into penalty shootouts. And this is a much better performance from France compared to the first leg they played in Croatia, because that game was a magnificent rubbish that they played in Croatia. And for me personally, I think their midfield was poor. If I'm to analyze it properly, their midfield was so poor. Their midfield was poor, and that led to that defeat for them, 2-0 defeat for them in the first leg. However, they came back into they came to Paris to redeem themselves, and they got the victory that they deserved, which I think it was brilliant and magnificent. First half, the way they approached that game, I am impressed, because they showed that they really want that victory from the first whistle, which I think was brilliant from France, because they created a whole lot of chances throughout the entire game. Throughout the entire game, even from first half, second half, and the extra time, they created loads and loads of good goal scoring chances, which I think their goalkeeper, French, Croatia's goalkeeper, needs to be credit. I think his performance was incredible tonight. His performance was incredible, and he single-handedly dragged that game into a penalty shootout, which I think was brilliant by him. And as well, as I said earlier, the France midfield was bad in the first leg, but this time around in the second leg, I think the midfield was solid, very very solid. The likes of Kone and Chouameni, they were incredible tonight. They were incredible, and for me personally, I think if the manager had still used the midfield options he went for in the first leg, I think this game might have also ended for them in defeat. But the introduction of Kone and Chouameni as the double pivot in this game really changed the dynamic of the game for France, and they created chances upon chances from the midfield and from wide areas, which I think was brilliant. Olise gave them the opening goal from a brilliant free kick in the 52nd minute, which I think was brilliant by him. That free kick was fantastic. Livakovic didn't even attempt to even go for that free kick. It was just standing still on the spot, looking at the ball going into the net, which I think was brilliant by Micheal Olise. That boy tonight, I think for me, is man of the match. If I'm to assess that game properly, that boy is the man of the match, because he scored and he assisted. He assisted Ousmane Dembele's goal in the 80th minute, and for me, the likes of Ousmane Dembele, Micheal Olise, they played. Their game was incredible tonight, and I give them all the credit. Do you understand? On the other hand, Kylian Mbappe tonight, it doesn't just happen for him. Do you understand? He tried all he could just to get goals in this game, but goalkeeper denied him on multiple occasions, and it was brilliant from Livakovic, the goalkeeper, the Croatia's goalkeeper. And again, I would say France overwhelmed Croatia from the first minute to the last minute. They overwhelmed them, and that really limits Croatia's creativity, because France were just coming at them every time. They were coming at them every time, consistently, which I think that was the reason why they were not able to come out on France, which I think if they were able to do so like they did in the first game, I think maybe the game might have even ended in a like, let's say a 1-1 draw or 0 or nil. Do you understand what I'm saying? But the strong performance from France was brilliant, and it was incredible throughout the entire game. Do you understand? Throughout the entire game, and I would say they were, as I said earlier, France were unlucky to have dragged that game into the extra time and the penalty shootout. And for me, that penalty shootout as well was incredible. Maignan stepped up and he saved two penalty where Croatia also, they lost 3 penalties. Maignan saved 2, and one was skyrocketed into the stands, which I think was poor by the player. Joe Conde also lost his penalty, but penalty shootout is, it's more or less like it is a game of luck. Do you understand? It is a game of luck, and anybody that do well, anybody that was lucky will progress. So for me personally, I think France, as I said earlier, France they deserve to go into the semi-final, because the kind of performance they put today, they really show that they are hungry to get to seal that victory, and they are lucky enough to get that victory thanks to their goalkeeper for the performance in the penalty shootout, and you know he gave them the all the victory in the penalty shootout. I think was brilliant. So for me personally, I think overall, if I'm to rate France performance today, I think for me I would give them 90 over 100, because they were incredible tonight. Every player on that pitch was incredible, and for me, I think the dynamic of the game changed when Micheal Olise scored from that free kick, because prior to that, they were just they were in the final third every time, but is that their final ball was poor, or they were wasteful in the final third. I would say they were wasteful in the final third. But after that goal by Micheal Olise from the free kick, everything changed for them, and they just kept going and going before he assisted Ousmane Dembele as well to seal the comeback for France. So overall, all in all, I think the game was incredible, and I enjoyed myself, because I was contemplating on the game to watch before when the game was about to start, but I was just like, let me just watch this French game, because I believe that they will still come back from that game. I believe they will come back, and rightly so. I was proven right, and that game was incredible. I enjoyed myself, and everybody that watched that game, I am sure that they enjoyed themselves as well. These are the little observation I saw from the game. If you're just coming across this video for the very first time, please do it, like, share, subscribe, and if you are already able to scan this small button and drop your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in an episode, and bye for now.